Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by One CFO, Credit Hero, Y Spaces, Tuala, Simp, Sekuna, Schooltech Bedfolio, and Red Circle Global. Check out our partners in the description.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Build Grow Startup Podcast. I'm here with JM, the co-founder of
Project Payatas.
Project Payatas.
And I have here Miss Irene from...
I'm from the Inclusive. Yes, so we are into sustainable self-care.
Yes, same. Kami naman sustainable products naman made by our community sa livelihood program.
Livelihood programs. So JM, can you tell us more about what you do? Kasi this is actually the first time that I've met you. And it's nice to meet you, finally. And I'm curious, and it seems like an interesting project that you have regarding sa community and how you're able to help around the area sa Payatas. I've been to Baseco, but I haven't been to Payatas yet. Pwede mo akong walk through kung how you do it and what is the impact of what you do in the community?
Yeah, sure. So nag-start kami pandemic and hindi kami talaga livelihood program.
Okay.
It's more on Bible study kasi my wife and I are Christians, and then nung pandemic kasi hindi nga makalabas yung mga tao, hindi sila makapagsimba.
Okay.
So what we did as an initiative ng church is to ilapit yung church sa tao, sa community.
Okay.
So nag-set up kami Bible study, meron kaming isang street, Lanzones Street sa Payatas, kung saan nandun yung una naming interaction with the moms. Nagay kami doon ng relief goods that time, birthday yun ng wife ko. And so nag-develop kami ng communication back and forth for a year. And then, lumaki yung Bible study from one mom to, I think, 5 moms. Magkakatabi lang sila. And then, later on, nalaman namin may skills sila sa paggawa ng garment. Kasi Payatas is actually one of the, yun yung key products sila. Weaving ng mats, may crochet. So, we thought, why not help them, papalaki yun.
Okay.
So, usually sila, bahay-bahay lang. So, meron silang ginagawa every day, may output sila, ipunin nila, bibenta nila every week as an additional income. And the problem before is, syempre, meron silang bibiling raw material, di ba?
Okay.
And then, bibenta na sa palengke ng mura kasi syempre, hindi pa maganda yung market. And then, at the same time, pagkabenta nila, bibili nila ng basic, necessities nila. So, hindi umiikot. So, ang nangyari, minsan umutang pa sila para makapag-umpisa ulit. So, inalis namin sa kanila yun. So, what we did, kami nag-come up ng capital and then gagawa lang sila and then ipapackage, kami yung magba-market. So, ang naging yun ang naging takbo as until now, hanggang nag-come up na kami ng different materials. So, na-start kami ng 3 moms.
Okay.
Meron na kaming 30 moms.
Wow, 30.
Yes, so, counting, and we're doing this for 3 years.
3 years. So congratulations. Sounds like a successful venture. JM, when you said you provide the capitalization, pero saan papasok yung sustainability inside? They get kasi I read na you upcycle, or yung textiles.
Yeah, so basically yung material kasi na ginagamit nila is actually from garment factories. So yung mga gumagawa ng damit, nananahi. So yung mga waste nila doon, usually kasi binibili pa rin yun sa lugar nila doon sa Litex, Commonwealth.
Okay.
And then tinatransform into rags. So yun yung parang ginagawa nila. Parang kumbaga hindi consolidated. So kanya-kanya sila. Yun. And then, ang sinasabi kong kami yung nagpo-provide ng capital, meaning parang kami yung bumibili ng raw materials, and then binibigay namin yung raw materials sa kanila as para in form of debt in a way. So, wala sila lalabas sa pera.
Okay.
And then, pag natapos na nila yung product, bibenta nila sa amin din. So, pwede nilang bayaran unti-unti utang. Kasi syempre, we don't want na sa amin lang mapunta yung kita. Diba? So, pwede nilang bayaran yung staggered. And then, meron pa silang kinikita. So, yun yung naging, yun yung gusto nila nilang, takbo ng business.
Still filling out loan applications for your business?
Yeah, thought so.
Save your time. Grow your business. With Credit Hero, one online application gets you loan offers from multiple lenders. Apply for a business loan now. Visit credithero.com.
Ang galing, no? Magaling kasi, in a way, talaga kayo, shared responsibility doon sa nangyari. And then, where do you sell the products?
Usually online lang. And then, nag-start kami sa church friends lang din. So, may mga church friends kami na bumili. Siyempre, okay naman yung first months, diba? Months. Kaya lang, siyempre, since durable yung product namin, hindi naman sila bibili agad-agad. No? So, naubusan din kami ng customer doon. So, naghanap kami, social media kami, which is very naman sa amin kasi wala kami physical store. So, inaral namin yung social media, nag-branding, tapos nagawa kami ng website. Kasi may IT background din naman ako kahit papano. So, ganun lang. Nag-reach out sa amin yung mga customer. Yung iba kami nag-reach out. Pero, doon lang nag-umpisa. And then later on, nagbabazar na kami, which is I think doon tayo, nakita ko yung isa sa mga store nyo. Kasi yung mga companies ngayon, corporate, meron sila mga CSRs, sustainability bazaar. So, ini-invite kami for free. And then, yung mga nanay na rin yung nagbibenta doon, actually. So, maganda lang sa amin kasi talagang in-expose namin yung moms, hindi lang sila producers, no?
Okay.
Hindi lang sila, in-upskill na namin sila into leaders sa community. And then, part na sila ng bawat process. So, merong sorting, yung pagbili ng tela yan, quality checking, tapos even dun sa pagbebenta sa mga customer, no? Na dati di nila ginagawa yun. Pero I think may mga moms kami na nakita nila, okay pala to. Masaya pala gawin to. And nakatuwa lang kasi na-inspire sila gawin yun. And so, yun, may mga bazaars.
That's really inspiring. I like that you are also helping women. Kasi for example, mine, it's also a woman-led company. Kasi nga ako. So I also started during the pandemic. Actually, pre-pandemic. So the brand started 2018. And my inspiration was, or the one that really pushed me to start the brand is because doon sa needs ko. Kasi gusto ko, I wanted to shift to a plastic-free lifestyle. Tapos, nahirapan akong maghanap ng products. Sabi ko, sige, I will just come up with my own brand. So, I started 2018. Yun yung reason ko why I started it.
Parang ba siya, naging frustration mo siya na wala kang makita or kung may makita man, parang mahal naman masyado.
Yes, oo. Ganun talaga siya. And nandun din yung, papasok na din yung entrepreneurial na side. So, inisip ko na, okay, kung hindi lang ako ganito, I mean, I'm not the only one who thinks like this. Or na meron din ganitong frustration, diba? There has to be someone na gusto din na mag-contribute na mabawasan yung plastic in their own little way. Doesn't have to be really big. Pero nahirapan, they do not know saan pwede pumunta. So, gumawa lang ako ng venue na, okay, sige, sama-sama kayo together. So, yun, marami naman akong na-encourage na mag-shift to the lifestyle. But, of course, business din siya, diba? Kasi, meron siya aspect na gusto ko rin maging sustainable livelihood to, like what you do. Kasi hindi naman ako, I'm not running a charity. But I just wanted na, parang yung age business siya, people, planet, profit. So, it's just pure profit. There are a lot of challenges along the way. So, yung brand is magi 8 years na. My company is 6 years na. But sa'yo, ano yung major challenges? Kasi from 3 to 30, that's a lot of growth in terms of the number of moms that you have helped, diba? Alam mo naman, pag babae, when you give them opportunity to earn and empower them, hindi lang income yung ina-uplift mo yung buong community na-uplift kasi women are, sorry Jay, but women are more nurturing than men. So parang ang ganda ng impact, hindi lang isa, so many families. But because of this, ano yung mga challenges na nakikita mo? Ano yung na-experience mo doing what you are doing now?
I think main challenge talaga is working within the community kasi again, in comparison with other businesses na talagang pure professional as in workers, you can call them workers. Dito kasi parang you have to really understand the people within the community. And iba-iba sila ng background, iba-iba sila ng dito gustong gawin, may iba rin ayaw nila ng ganun. So hindi mawala yung hindi naman sa away, pero yung hindi pagkakasundo sila. No? So may mga iba-iba kasi silang perspective. Which is I think what makes the community colorful, no? And to me kasi maganda rin na may ganun. At some point, no? Wag lang sobra kasi syempre hindi rin maganda for the whole organization. So yun I think challenge kasi yung mga times na na nadadamay yung ibang good naman, wala naman silang kumbaga issue, 'di ba? But since may iba na alam mo yun, may mga ganung problema, 'di ba? Yun ang problem kasi pag social enterprise and working in community. Yung mga chismisan, yung mga, so especially yun naman ang I think cons naman working with women, no? Kasi usually kasi mga lalaki nag-work sa labas, 'di ba? And problema naman sila may mga beach naman. So yun yung mga I don't see it as parang obviously negative kasi yun. Pero I find it fascinating to help the community, no? Kasi most of them talaga, if yung mga talent talaga, hindi lang nila na discover, yes. And syempre sa mga moms kasi, nagkaroon agad sila ng family, di ba? And so hindi nila na-pursue yung mga gusto nilang gawin. And nangyari sa amin, nung naituro namin na pwede nila itong gawin, parang nagkaroon sila ng interest, no? Like, okay, kaya ko pala ito gawin. And it's empowering to them na hindi lang yung asawa nila yung kumikita, sila rin, diba? Nagkakaroon sila ng decision making sa bahay.
Ng confidence.
Exactly. And yun, nakakaharap na sila sa ibang tao, which is I think before napakahirap, no? Sabihin namin, kayo kasi nag-workshop na rin kami ngayon. So yung mga companies na nag-invite sa amin to see them how to make the product. So may mga 1 hour, 2 hours workshop. Nanuuna na nakapakamahiyain nila. And nakakatuwa lang ngayon kasi parang aside from the monetary gain, 'di ba, syempre, yung confidence niya na nakikita ng ibang tao. Ay, ang galing niyo naman gumawa nito. Paano nagtuturo na sila dun sa ibang tao and nakikita na ng iba na hindi lang sila nanay, no? Kundi mga artisans sila, mga makers and talented people.
Okay. Ano yung bestseller product niyo?
I think meron kaming wallets. I think pantay-pantay lang. Pero start kami doormats. Very humble. As in racks lang talaga sa bahay.
Kasi sila yung sa akin so eto na yung XX na doormat.
Yes, oo. Doon kami nag-start. So weaving talaga siya. Pero kami nag-focus kami sa mga solid colors. Hindi kami nag-rumble kasi gusto namin magkaroon distinction kasi sa palengke.
Okay.
Kasi sa palengke kasi marami ng ganun, diba? And then, ang focus kami doon sa mga aesthetic na colors, colors. And then, pinackage namin na nakarolyo sa para siyang tuwalya. And then, may branding. So, hindi mo siya bibilin na parang palengke. Para siyang pang-mall. Ganun yung
nice.
sabi.
So, your branding is made in or you use a different brand?
Project Pedas din.
Project Pedas talaga.
So, yun yung most common na binibili sa amin. Although, syempre, meron kaming multiple bags kami, may wallets. And then, nung nagkaroon kami ng sewing machine, kasi noon, puro hand ko nila. Nag-explore na kami into bags, and then meron na kaming laptop bags, and then other different kind of bags na doon din gawa. So, ilan nakakatuwa din. Although, yung progress as you can see, as I can give you a context, bagal din. Kasi, ayun nga, it takes time to build trust and confidence of the people. And until ngayon, nakakaroon pa rin kami ng resistance, no? Parang iba ay mag-level up. Ito na lang ako. No? Pero, yun nga, nakaka-inspire na one or two of them nagsa-step up. Kasi, nagkakaroon ka ng belief pa na, hindi ba susunod? Hindi ba makikita rin yung benefit?
But I think it's also, thanks for sharing, by the way. I think it's also normal na like in a group of people, hindi naman not everything or not everyone wants to have more responsibility.
Yes.
Diba? Parang, they're okay, I'm happy doing this. So, okay na rin. As long as, para sa akin, as long as masaya yung gumagawa ng ganun. At the same time, kasi ako, I struggle too. Kasi nung nag-umpisa ako, struggle talaga yun pag start up.
Yes.
You know,
Perfect.
when you start, so, ang hirap ng hiring process.
Yes. Exactly.
Kasi, it's kind of hard to convince people to believe in what you believe in.
Yes.
Di ba? Kaya dapat ikaw yung number one. You have to put a lot of bet in yourself. To bet in yourself so other people will bet with you. Parang ganon.
Yes, oo.
So, pag ganyan, and then you attract yung mga people na who believes in your vision. But there are also, at some level na once na nagsiscale ka na, they cannot, ayaw na nila na mag-seal up din. So, some of that, ihihinder ka rin. Not naman hinder, but hindi ka matutuloy-tuloy kasi nga, nahihila.
Ang resistance niya.
Kasi, nahihila. And then, kasi may skill level din, hindi na siya akma doon sa kailangan ng current na environment that you are in. So, that's one of the most difficult things. Although, I've read, there's this business book na sabi, yung first hire mo, the one who really followed you with your vision, they're the most loyal, they will not leave. So, yung second hire, ito na yung you have to take care kasi ito na yung different phase na. So, per phase from startup to scale or growth, and then kung ano yung vision mo na to achieve, you need different set of people. But then, there's always an outlier na gusto niya rin talaga na mag-step up and then they will grow with you. So, bihira yun. But for example, for 100, for every 100, siguro may 5 doon na gusto talaga mag-level up. The rest, it doesn't make them less of a person or doesn't make them less valuable. It's just that hindi na siya pwede doon sa next level or ayaw niya na, happy na siya dyan. So, na-learn ko siyang i-accept na gano'n, hindi ko na siya ipipili.
Yeah. I think, importante kasi we have to respect din yung boundaries din ng mga nanay. Kasi, I mean, sa aming community, andun yung encourage mo sila, Be careful balance kasi na ayaw mo naman maging forceful.
Yeah.
But in the same time, you want to inspire them. So, yun yung, I think, yun yung tag of war, na kailangan mong i-balance, especially sa amin sa community, and you don't want to be forceful kasi if you do that, di ba? Mag-isip sila, ayoko na lang, hindi na ako sasali, di ba? And ako, nanghihinayang ako sa years na pinagsamahan namin if that's the case, So, sa akin, ang ginagawa ko talaga, inspire talaga, say, sharing the vision, hindi lang ganito yung ginagagawin natin in the future. And naniniwala ko parang ano lang yun parang patak ng tubig, di ba? Hindi mo naman kailangan biglain. Pero alam mo yun, pag continuously you do that, parang magka-crack din yung stone Parang ganun ako naniniwala. So, it's a long game. Ganun talaga pag you're working in community. So, I think ganun din ba sa parang nag-invest ka rin sa tao.
Ano na yung game mo sa Project Payatas? What is yung big vision behind?
Actually, malaki.
Share.
Ano ba? Kasi Project Payatas is more on doon lang sa Payatas community.
Okay.
And then, nagkaroon kami ng actually vision last year. Matan ako ng conference ng Quezon City government. So, may invite silang iba't ibang I think leaders from different countries, Southeast Asia. I'm sure if doon ka, but doon yung sa Misaseda, hotel. So, cut the story short, parang na-inspire ako doon na i-replicate yung ginagawa ko sa Payatas, So, I talked to the church kasi meron kami iba't ibang outreaches din. Kasi Payatas is one of the outreaches. So, we want to think or check, na paano i-replicate yung ginawa namin. So, magkakaroon ng project sa Laguna, project, different locations, doing different products. So, kung ano yung malapit doon sa tao. Kung alam nila, ano yung resources na nandun, ano yung saan sila familiar. Na in a way, na i-empower yung mga tao doon, yung local, and then in the same time, nakikilala sila for their distinct palette and product. And then, ngayon, pag nagkaroon na kami ng multiple projects, so we want to have them under one umbrella ng Project Pilipinas. So that's the bigger vision.
Okay.
So, yun, I mean, it's, yun yung ako kasi as Christian, niniwala ko parang binibigyan din ako ng vision ni Lord in some way. Hindi ko lang alam paano alam mo yun, you will always find yourself inadequate eh. You will always ask bakit ikaw, like bakit parang hindi ko naman kaya yan. Pero naniniwala na kami din eh, may mga ilalapit sa tao, may makikilala ka along the way. It's a journey. You don't have to, alam mo yun, rush yourself and just straight. Enjoy the journey, and you will meet a lot of great people like you. And who will teach you along the way, di ba? Kasi, I mean, marami ka matututunan if you're willing to listen to people. And yeah, I'm sure lahat naman tayo may story, di ba? We can learn from each other.
The more you learn.
Sa iba, anong just more, is it you want to be international?
Yes, that's the dream. Actually, the dream. The dream is to go global.
Yes.
Of course, diba? Parang you want to be one of the Filipino brands na global din yung reach, no? Kasi we do have a lot of customers outside, mga Filipinos din, who patronize the product. And meron kami na non-Filipino, but usually it's more Filipinos delivering their products abroad. And yun, I wanted to be one of the brands na global yung reach. But of course, yung mission kasi talaga ng brand is to help limit plastic use. So the more na products na nasa-sell namin, the more yung impact kasi sa environment. So we measure yung success on how number of plastics we have managed to help divert from ending up in landfills. So yun yung that's the vision. For example, pag ikaw, when I see you and then when I ask you, what are the self-care products that you use? Do they come in plastic or what do you prefer? Kasi ang hirap kasi with us, it's more of the behavior change that you would use the EcoShift instead of other products, or not necessarily the EcoShift, but yung top of mind mo is, I will choose this because it comes in plastic-free packaging, or it's more eco-friendly than this. Alam mo yun, yung nandun yung nauuna yung mindful consumption rather than kasi ito yung nakita ko kasi in-endorse ng artist na to or ganyan. So yun yung the type of behavior na sana ma-invite natin sa Philippines. Actually, kahit nga yung sa mga sachet, it would have been really nice if people could go to the refiller nila. If they would accept it na ganoon na yung norm. So, yun yung vision. So, when I first started, syempre, gano'n. And then, andun pa rin naman kasi my why is really strong. It was anchored in such a way na kahit when I'm tired, you still show up. Ganun, di ba? I'm so tired now, I didn't want to show up. But you show up because the why is strong. Kumbaga, when I started, I made sure na eto, because this is what I want to do. Na it doesn't matter kung ano man mangyari, may COVID, may etong gasoline crisis, laban lang, di ba? Kasi the why is strong. But, so yun yung vision and how it's a constant, yung vision kasi, diba, nag-movie, it's a constant work.
Nag-evolve.
Yes, so, constantly, and then, yung assistant ko would always tell me na, malayo na, pero malayo pa. Ganon.
Mm-hmm.
So, parang, when you look back, 7 years ago, you've come really far, but then you're still far. Parang ganon. So,
is it something that you think you will do for like siguro next 5 to 10 years doing this, or
yeah, it's kasi yung name kasi ng company namin is 3 Women. Because I have 2 girls.
Okay.
And but now yung eldest ko, she's with the company na rin. She graduated. Yung youngest ko still studying. But I plan to exit kasi like in 5 to 10 years. But when I say exit dito sa etong aspect na ginagawa ko, but move on to something else.
Yeah.
Probably something else entirely, but still relevant to what yung vision ng plastic-free community.
Parang kumbaga nasa same ecosystem lang din.
Yes. Nandun pa rin siya sa sustainability na space. self-care na space. But gusto ko next level, like for example, building a sustainable community that is actually working, that people can adapt, scalable. Like you, for example, you have your Project Pilipinas, diba? For me, parang yung buong circular na approach na it's more of mindful consumption first, and then saan mo siya itatapon, end of life cycle, solar panels, rainwater harvesting, farm to table, ganyan. So yung community na yan, yun yung gusto kong gawin. But of course, I cannot do it until such time na na-establish ko na maayos yung current na business namin. So yun yung that's the dream.
Trust the digital future with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more. In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Symph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit symph.co today.
Protect your assets from bugs before bad hackers exploit them. And launch your products seamlessly with Secuna, your trusted partner in cybersecurity. Receive reports in real time and work with security experts to find bugs in your products before others do. Let's make your security our priority.
Yeah. Pero if I may ask, ano yung kasi usually sa mga business owners, andyan yung burnout eh. And then, syempre, like you said, kailangan babalikan mo yung why mo, di ba?
Yes.
Pero in your, if you could share, anong ginagawa pag burnout? Like, may physical activity ka pang ginagawa? May hobby ka? Or
Tumunta ako ng dagat.
Oh, right.
Grabe yung burnout. Alam mo yung burnout is really, especially after 5 years, you really feel it. And sometimes, like, yung, parang it's the same scenario lang. Parang, ito na naman, hindi na tayo tapos dito. Ito na naman. So, nababurnout ka. Parang sometimes you get so deep into how the operation is run, and then ikaw yung vision, diba? So, parang nahulog ka na dun sa, so burnout. What I do is, talaga ako, I have a break every 3 weeks. I go to somewhere na may dagat, ganyan. Parang kailangan ko ng sea therapy. But now, I am in a stage wherein I start to go to the office probably once or twice a week na lang to sign checks, and then, I don't know, check on them. Kasi parang I wanted my team to be empowered, na they can make the decisions on their own. Kasi kapag nasa office ako, pag nakikita nila ako, parang every 10 minutes, ma'am. So, at least kung saan ako nag-work, hindi nila ako nakikita, and then I tend to be able to finish a lot of things before pag wala ako sa office. So, yun yung mga practices na inaano namin ngayon. Para iwas burnout din, and then at the same time, I get to be on track with the vision na where we want to go, strategies, and then, I don't know, increase or look for funding, ganon. So, yun yung pinapractice ko. Ikaw, how about you? Do you have like a burnout phase already?
Siguro kasi dahil a new parent ako with my daughter. So, minsan, kasi actually may primary work din ako, and then kasi actually yung sa business namin hindi pa naman talaga ako kaya pasahurin ng business as so it's mostly allowance, and then primary source of income ko pa rin is primary work ko.
Okay.
So may mga times na pag napapaisip ako, tignan ko yung anak ko actually, baby ko na yung asawa ko na alam mo yun, I'm peaceful na lang pag natutulog kasi actually panggabi kasi ako. So, alam mo, nagkakaroon ka ng sense of calm na you don't have to rush, and then it's very important na you find the joy sa ginagawa mo kasi minsan kasi parang andali kasing makalimutan na kasi syempre busy, di ba? And then kailangan productive ka, di ba? Na you take things slow. And then, kasi pinagmamadali ka, hindi mo na appreciate yung mga details. And, parang nagiging autopilot ka lang, nagiging robot ka na lang. And, sooner or later, ma-realize mo, you don't like what you're doing. And it's very dangerous kasi, if you're doing this a long game, and you see the long term, syempre, kinakast mo yung vision sa mga sa community, sa mga nanay, na ito, malaki gagawin natin, and kikilos si Lord, kikilos ang, alam mo yun, marami taong tutulong. It's as a founder, you have to very, very, I think, sometimes delusional na minsan Kasi
Actually,
syempre, kasi parang, logically, pag titignan mo yung mga problem kasi, you see them as big, di ba? Parang
Yes.
nakita mo kasi yung nitty-gritty, ang hirap naman, anong gagawin ko dito. Kasi, kahit sabihin mo nagbe-brainstorming kayo ng mga team mo, sa iba rin ng bola, di ba? And eventually, you have to think of a way how to continue this kahit pa minsan. Parang, hindi mo na alam paano i-continue. I mean, I'm talking from experience, no? Pero yun nga, isa mga ginagawa ko yun lang, talagang taking time, look at, tingnan lang yung anak ko actually. At sure, may sense of calm na pinakita mo tutulog lang siya kahit ang gulo-gulo na ng paligid, ng utak mo. Pag nakita mo sila na peaceful lang ng tulog nila, it's alam mo yun, it's a sense of, share nila yung calm nila sa akin.
Yeah.
And then, ayun nga, parang nire-remind ko yung sarili ko na since you're working with people, you really have to be patient. And you really have to guard your, yung parang sense of peace mo, na hindi ka basta-basta agad na apektuhan ng anything. Alam mo yun, dapat, kumbaga may gate may mga gate bago sila makapasok. Kasi if you're always, sensitive, or, I think, emotional, talagang prone ka sa ganun. And, hindi siya healthy for the business.
Yeah, I have to agree. Ako, learning siya lahat. Currently, how many? I have 27 employees. So, all of them relies on me. So, sometimes the load is quite
Burden, di ba?
heavy. The load is heavy. So, and I don't know, along the way, you also toughen up.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Na pa rin kumbaga nag-grow din yung skin mo.
Yes. Kasi
Lumakas ka, ganyan.
ang is, you are the ceiling of your business as a founder. So, if ang bilis mo din maging ma-hurt sa mga ganito, parang doon ka lang din. So, paulit-ulit lang yung lesson until such time na you would be able to cross over na, okay, sige. Okay. Sanay na ako dito. So, next na naman, another challenge na naman. So, yun yung mga, tama ka, you have to put in, ano tawag doon? Kailangan mo lagyan ng yung limit to access or
Boundaries.
yes, not boundaries. Parang meron kang check and balance, checkpoints na, ito hanggang dito lang. And, do you also get into a habit na like, in the morning when you wake up and then you ask, do I still like what I am doing? I'm still happy?
I think lahat ng business owners na ginagawa yan, parang sense of realization. I mean, syempre, hindi ka naman, naniniwala kasi ako na hindi naman lagi gusto mo gagawin mo. More often than not, gagawin mo yung bagay din na pipilitan ka kasi it's either ikaw lang yung makakagawa nun, hindi mo pwede iutos sa iba, or hindi mo gusto yung quality na kunyari iutos mo man sa iba, hindi mo rin gusto yung output. So, most of the time, it's really you. You really have to ask yourself, alam mo yun. Pero minsan ko, parang ayoko na lang tanongin yung sarili ko.
Okay.
Kasi parang pag tinanong mo yung sarili mo, mas mag-iisip ka pa, mauubos pa energy mo, tatanungin pa, bakit yun na naman ito gagawin, nakakainis naman. Alam mo yun, yung emotional burden mo, nauubos din yung time mo, yung effort mo, imbes na parang way mo na lang, and then later on, na-realize mo, ay, ang galing na nagawa na, natapos na. So, I think, ikaw ba, ganun din ba?
No, ako, I do, self-check. Sometimes when I'm really tired, because you get to be really tired.
Yeah.
And then I would do a self-check na, do I still like what I am doing? Am I still happy? Or ano yung trigger? Why I feel so tired? Is it because meron akong ginawang mali na desisyon? Hinahanap ko yung trigger. Kasi sometimes yung source nung satisfaction yun na yung dissatisfaction is not really what you're doing, but more of what you did not do or probably high expectations of yourself. So I try to do a self-check and regulate. Kasi sometimes I'm too hard on myself.
Yeah.
So parang ang unforgiving ko naman sa sarili ko. Para so I'll give myself a chance naman na to make mistakes. Ganon. So, that's why I asked the question. Kasi yung rule of thumb ko, if I'm not gonna be happy doing this, of course, hindi naman yun happy. Yung sinasabi ko, pero hindi siya satisfying for me. I'm gonna stop. Yun din naman yung agreement namin with my daughters. Kasi yung is legacy building, diba? And early, since day one, my daughters, we already talk, bata pa lang sila, nag-usap na kami na, sige, I'm gonna do this, I'm going to build this. And of course, yung ceiling nito is tayo lang din. So, kailangan may succession, diba? So, do you want to build this with me? Sino yung magbibuild? So, silang dalawa, nag-usap na sila kung sino yung susunod. Kasi yung isa kong daughter, artist siya. So, napunta na doon sa youngest. Pero very young pa naman siya. And sometimes, may mga challenges and then you would ask yourself, bakit ko ba pinapahirapan yung sarili ko? Bakit ko ba pinasok to? Ganyan. So, kasi hindi madali ang sustainable self-care movement or whatever it is that you're doing, any social enterprise na doesn't focus on profit alone. Tapos meron kang mission-driven or purpose-driven, it's not easy. Hindi siya easy kasi wala na namang shortcuts yun For example, sa amin, kailangan 100% plastic-free yung products. Sobrang difficult yun kasi ang kalaban mo supply chain na so used to having plastic all over. So kami, I have to stick to my guns na ito yun. Ito yung pinaglalaban ko. Otherwise, ano pong purpose ko dito? Enabler na lang din ako. So I don't want to add more to the problem na meron tayo.
Parang so, you see yourself parang going against the flow Ito yung karamihan na
yes.
Ikaw yung yan na entrepreneur I think
Yeah. But I'm happy naman to share na if you notice a lot of people of the business naman na they go through na this. Hindi na lang ako mag-isa. Marami na tayo. So, which is nakakatuwa. Diba? Ang dami na namin. So, the more people na ina-advocate yung ganong lifestyle or ganitong type of entrepreneurship, the more din na magiging normal na siya. Hindi na siya parang, kakaiba or ayoko niyan kasi hindi naman yan.
Yung perception ng mga ano yan? So, ngayon parang at least, ito ba yun? Parang nagiging interested na sila.
So, yung acceptance,
familiarity yan.
Yes. So, nakakatuwa na din naman. So, yan lang yung mga check and balance na ginagawa ko sa sarili ko. And, ayun. So, in terms of the hopes and dreams for the future, with what you are doing, what do you tend to achieve or what are you hoping for?
Ano ba? I think overall optimistic naman ako sa direction ng I think at least ng local government unit or ng kasi I think importante kasi may policy making and may mga regulations no kasi especially sa amin na social enterprise no?
Yes.
I think I want to give credit sa Quezon City government na they're really looking into how they can help yung mga social enterprise tulad namin. Ina-acknowledge nila yung capability na ginagawa namin na hindi lang kami alam mo yun, nagbibigay ng livelihood but we're also giving them yung empowerment niya and then ina-upskill namin yung community na hindi lang sila magstay as a days, no? And nagbibigay sila ng minsan may mga grants, may mga funding, then ilalapit nila sa iba't ibang tao. So may mga network. So along the way, nagiging bearable yung journey. Kasi nga noon, I think siguro kung nag-start kami ng pre-pandemic, iba pa yung mayor or iba pa yung landscape, di ba? So mahirapan kami kasi mahirap na nga ginagawa namin. Challenging na nga yung sa community, di ba? Tapos yung external support and alam mo yun, yung mga pressure.
Yes.
Alam mo yun? And wala pang customer. Siyempre, hanapin mo yung customer, di ba? Pero nakatuwa lang ngayon kasi companies are reaching out to us. Alam mo yun, how to upcycle yung mga uniforms nila and how to transform into different products. Na alam mo yun,
meron silang sustainable.
Yes. So, parang kumbaga meron ng waves of interest na pwede kang opportunity for us to enter. Then at the same time, alam mo yun, para mas matulungan pa yung community, mas marami ka pang. So I think these are good times. Challenging times, yes. Alam mo yun, and then yung optimism and then encouragement na if you do this, merong support. May mga tao tutulong, andyan yung Vilgro, andyan yung iba't ibang ecosystem builders na you will never be alone. You just have to, alam mo yun, to show up, ilabas mo yung talent mo, ito yung mga products na ginagawa nyo. Kasi may manonotice may makakapansin and then alam mo, willing to mo. So how about you? What do you see is the future? Hindi lang sa EcoChef but in terms of the whole ecosystem, like paano kayang future net interaction ganun?
Yung hope ko, hope and dreams, big hopes, big dreams for the Philippines. Really, it's more of the people, like tayo. We are more mindful in what we do. Dun sa, i-appreciate natin what we have. I know it's hard. Kasi like, we are a small country, tas ang dami natin. Tapos yung idea ba na we have limited resources, and then we have to take care of it. Otherwise, tayo lang din naman magsisuffer. So yung idea na yan, I'm hoping na kahit sabihin mo lang 50% lang sana would be able to actually acknowledge that now, we have to take care of this, and then we will push our leaders to push forward really the policies and execute these policies. So, nandun talaga yung hope ng better Philippines for sure. And alam mo yung like the mini communities, you know how it is now within a standard community, nagsusurvive na siya. You really don't have to go outside. Pero like, dyan, marunong na silang mag-segregate, mag-recycle, mag-compost. And then, kahit probably mabawasan ng konti, yung ma-increase man lang yung capacity natin in terms of our way of living. Diba? Kasi kailangan natin ng, yung standard of living natin, iangat ng konti. And, for years kasi, but for years kasi nakikita mo na parang a lot of us, we sort of rely on the government to actually alleviate our pains, but in fact, it shouldn't be the case. Well, the government has a role, but it simply starts with us. Tayo lang naman din, diba? Like, ikaw, start with you, and then you convince the people around you, yung family unit, yung family, and then you go to the barangay. So, kung meron lang sana ng ganun na kapwa, kasi Filipino, na ibubush yun, we will be a better country. Kasi diba, like, ako, I love the Philippines. That's the reason na hindi ko entertain travel outside. So, it would be nice na meron ka pa rin, masasabi mo pa rin na ang ganda ng Pilipinas. At the same time, mamanage mo lang natin yung plastic waste natin, di ba? Yun, first step na yun. Kasi hindi naman tayo nawawalan ng a lot of ideas, entrepreneurs. Actually, ang gagaling na ng Filipino. It's the infrastructure that's really lacking. And, of course, yung support mismo. Like, we have to support our own.
Actually, gusto ko rin yun. Kasi may mga ganong feedback kasi sa ibang mga tao. And I know some of my friends, sa relatives din, na they see always the government, yung pagkukulang ng government.
Yes.
And to me kasi minsan, yes, hindi naman natin sinasabing wala kasi as you can see, marami naman talaga. No? Pero it has to come a point na you have to think na hanggang dun lang ba yung pwede mong gawin. Kasi if you're always blaming anyone or any organization or the government, alam mo yun, yung energy na meron ka, yung time mo, di ba? Na umiikot lang sa'yo na parang napipili ka, and then, parang sa akin, very productive, no? Hindi rin siya good use of your time. Kaya nga, minsan naniniwala rin ako na, very optimistic ako na kahit ganito yung government natin, there's a lot of talented and good people within the government din, na alam mo yun, na maraming ideas, very innovative, very and it's very hard to yung country natin kasi syempre may mga different factors, may mga forces, di ba? Iba't ibang mga alam mo yun, mga malalaking tao and powerful people, no? So, alam mo yun, minsan siguro nabibigyan natin ng dapat alam ng government yan, dapat ganito ginagawa nila, no? Pero to me sa akin, tao lang din ng government, diba? So they have good policies, they're bad policies, and then hindi na-enforce. Pero yun nga, what I'm trying to say is you have to level up yung ganun thinking na, alam mo yun, hindi lang yung government mag-start. It has to be you. You have to develop that independence na may government man or ganito, I'll do this and I'll get good at this, di ba? I'll be better. And then you will rally people around and do the same thing. Yung ginawa namin sa community, no? And I'm proud no, sa nangyari sa amin. Especially, hindi lang naman sa akin, no, marami kaming volunteers on
Yes.
doing those things. And marami nagduda, no? Nung umpisa, parang, alam mo yun, bakit dyan? Bakit sa mahirap na community ka nag-start? Mahirap yan. Pero ako siguro yung gift of time, pag nakita mo yung 3 years ago, and then, na-realize mo, kaya pala, doon ka napunta, dito ka, pinlant, di ba?
Yes.
Doon ka nag-grow, kasi ito pala yung output na makikita mo in. And I would say na, may help pa ng government or wala, or alam mo yun, different people, yung effort na binigyan namin, very proud of especially my wife and the team ng Project Payatas, and then meron na kaming small church doon actually.
Oh, that's
So yung may mga parts ng kinita namin, dinevelop namin yung area, may upuan na, may TV, may ano. So very hopeful. Kaya na-inspire ako talaga na i-try siya sa ibang community. And I hope ibang kwento naman yung doon. And yun, very inspiring. So yun lang naman yun. I think sa government, bigyan natin sila ng konting
leeway. No, I think it's more
Kasi what I'm trying to say is yes, oo, marami silang mali, pero tulungan natin sila. Pakipagtulungan tayo, natin silang kalabanin.
Yes. We need to also choose
accountability, yes. Oo,
Yeah.
no, we have to ask for that. Yeah.
Kailangan kaya it starts with us. It starts with us to choose better leaders kasi
Yes,
we're
exactly.
supposed to be partners in our growth. Especially sa atin,
Yes.
social entrepreneurs, laking help din laking role ng government din on how we can grow. No? Ayun. So, thank you, JM, for sharing your story. Do you want to share more about the products that you have, what you offer, and where we can support you or our listeners, where they can support you so you can help more pa women na to produce? Kasi, for sure, di ba? Kasi parang kung mas lalong maraming bumibili, mas marami ka rin mga women or mothers na who will be able to make the product.
Syempre, kung may mas may demand ng market,
Yes,
sabi tayo ganing nani na tulungan. Yes. So I think you can always reach out sa amin sa Facebook, Project Payatas PH. And then message nyo lang kami po magsasagot niyan with my wife. And then for products po, nagpo-post kami, website din kami. You can Google it as well. And in terms of support, kung may mga bazaar kami, you can always check yung mga products na ginagawa namin. And we always listen to feedback. No? So pag may mga nakiisip sila na, but hindi nyo to gawin nyo to.
Yes.
Most of our products actually come up from customer feedback. And we really listen, we really value yun kasi sila yung bibili. Diba? And if may ganun na silang idea, most likely may iba pang tao na may ganun ding gustong product. So dun kami, talaga nakikinig kami sa tao. And nagbe-brainstorming kami with the moms. So yun, aside from yung sa mga bazaars, may website pa kayo?
Yes. Thanks, Jem. By the way, before I go to our products, do you also accept because remember it's upcycled textile? Yeah. Do you also accept donations
Yes,
for individuals? Where can they drop off?
Donation drive. I think weeks ago, we accept textile. Meron din kaming mga papers na ina-accept. Meron ding ano ba iba? Yun kasi yung common mga books, ganyan.
Yes.
Ginagamit kasi namin siya sa packaging.
Okay.
So, nagiging sustainable kami. Hindi na kami bumibili ng brand new paper.
Okay.
Then, tinatatakan na lang namin. So, again, message nyo lang kami sa Facebook. It's either pwede namin pick upin or pwedeng ipadala nyo sa amin. Whatever works. And I'm very appreciative sa mga tao or mga organizations na paabot ng donation sa amin kasi it really helps, no? Kasi syempre mahal ang mga raw materials din. And it's a good way to say na, and ito, imbes na itapon na nila to, may nagamit to sa packaging, and then ito, meron pang, alam mo yun,
Hindi siya
purpose.
napupunta sa waste. Yeah.
Yes, hindi lang siya agad, kasi I think yun ang problem sa atin, no? Parang, saan natin, kasi syempre, lahat naman tayo, may mga hindi na ginagamit, diba? Ayaw mo naman itapon, di ba? So, doon kami pwedeng i-donate sa amin. Ganyan.
That's cool. Thank you.
Education is evolving, and so are we. Introducing School Tech by Edfolio, your all-in-one school management solution. Built for schools of all sizes, School Tech bridges the gap between school and learning management. Driven by passion, School Tech makes educational technology accessible, affordable, and easy to use for schools everywhere. With an integrated approach, School Tech simplifies management across different departments and enhances efficiency in operations. School Tech transforms the way schools manage, teach, and learn. School Tech, taking school management solutions to the next level.
Running a business? Make it smarter with Red Circle Global. Streamline operations, boost productivity, and manage everything in one powerful ERP system. Book your free business demo today at redcircleglobal.com, guided by one of our top experts.
Okay, for me naman, if you are someone like me and wants to shift to a plastic-free lifestyle, or kahit one simple shift lang in your lifestyle and you're looking for products na to try, so you can go to the EcoShift.online, or you can also go to Instagram, Facebook, the EcoShift. We're also on TikTok. What else? And then you can also find us in Trinoma Mall and Circuit Mall. And then we are also at Sam Watson's doors. So we're available in North EDSA, Iloilo, Cebu, Mall of Asia. But if you want more convenience, you can always order online. We are also on Shopee and Lazada. And we ship 100% plastic free, so you don't have to worry about it. We also offset our carbon footprint for the shipping. So basically, we are your one-stop shop sustainable self-care brand. We are proudly Filipino, and we ship worldwide too. And we also have a new product wherein we are the first in Asia. We use 100% compostable packaging for our sunscreen. So I'm very proud of that because we are the first brand to launch in Asia, wherein it's a throwaway packaging. After you use it, you just throw away, and then once it gets connected with the soil, it's just going to be compost. So hindi siya industrial composting. This is home composting. So habang wala, hindi mo na siya pag-iisipan. So you don't live guilt-free. You don't have to feel guilty about it. So that's don't forget, follow us, the EcoShift .online or the EcoShift. Ayan. So I hope, yes, you learned from our conversation with JM. What's something to say?
And then, I really love this kind of connection, no? Kasi we really want to share our stories and then inspire people na makikinig dito who probably has the same experience as us, no? So it's always good to have a share of thoughts, conversation like this, kasi mas uplift din kami. Kasi ako pa nakakinig ako ng ganyan inspiring story, na-inspire na ako to continue, no?
Yes.
Kami.
Laban lang.
So yeah, so I hope sino man nakikinig dito, really inspired. If you want to talk, reach out to us. Very naman kami approachable. Then we can help you.
Yes. And also don't forget to support local because
Yes,
diba, it really builds strong communities and we should help each other. All right.
Ayun, so
Bye, everybody.
thank you.
Thank you very much to our 65 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLex Page Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma project management, data science, and more. Cloud CFO. Cloud CFO provides expert accounting, tax, and payroll services for SMEs and startups using smart technology to deliver actionable financial insights. Architect Space Solutions. Architect provides ground station services, space data analytics, and technology supplies to grow the Philippines' role in the global space ecosystem. Divico Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain, smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Argam AI. Make smarter decisions by representing both sides of an issue as argued by two distinct AI models. Pixel by Implement. Turn content into opportunities, grow deeper connections, and earn more only with Pixel. Sign up at pixel.implement.co. School of Profits, Filipino-led community for aspiring freelancers, VAs, agency builders, and online earners, built to help you start, grow, and earn online together. Founders Launchpad, our ecosystem partner, early stage accelerator providing venture capital funding, operational support, and mentorship. Hire Business Solutions, provided the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. Agile Data Solutions, the Philippines' fastest-growing market insights tech company with its data gathering platform, HustlePH. Smile Checks, streamline hiring and onboarding with automated background checks. Cloverly, all-in-one digital platform for property developers. Body BDs, accessible and personalized diabetes self-management application. Hyperstocks, digital banking enabler for rural and thrift banks. Wonder Brand, data science-driven brand strategy and design for emerging markets. This episode is powered by Josie AI, Uplift Code Camp, Board Prep, Kanzan Bordy, Eastpoint Business Outsourcing Services, Filipina Home-Based Moms, Hex Colony, Jure.ph, Big Giant Games, Patid PH, Sugbudok, Algacon Aquafeeds Juan Alj, Gray Wolf Technologies Philippines, Pareto Consulting, Sears MD. Support the podcast through the links in the description.